Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullah. Very good afternoon. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. I was asked whether I want the rostrum or I want the center stage. Of course I want the center stage. But I shall not sing, nor shall I dance. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. I would like to end the, the whole day with the uh, coin name LX that we have sent. And perhaps our friends have given their own life adventure, their experience, and have shared wonderful episodes of their life that has inspired themselves and now all of us. But as the Deputy Vice Chancellor of Academics, I have to bring everybody down to reality. So that's my job. Okay? So ladies and gentlemen, why am I here? I'm here because I'm going to close the event. Okay? That's the first thing why I'm here, right? But nevertheless, I have been given the honor by Prof Karim to share my thoughts about Alex at USM. I will also provide context to all the speakers that you have heard today. The wonderful speakers that have shared not only their techniques, their methodology, but also their life with us. We need to put things in context because at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, kita semua berpijak di bumi yang nyata. Ladies and gentlemen, I will share a bit of my thoughts about Alex at USM and of course explain what and how we are doing it at USM. So what is Alex at USM? Right? Anybody can share? What is LX at USM? Obviously, it's learning experience at USM. And this is the team that actually coined this word LX at USM back in a year ago. Time flies. A year ago, we coined this, or the team coined this, or the group coined this word, learning experience at USM, in the academic transformation plan that we had back a year ago. So ladies and gentlemen, if we talk about learning experience, I think we have gathered today that it is no longer just about contacts in lecture groups. It is about the formal activities, right, which we have known all these years. That is the learning experience that we thought the students would go through. But it is also about the students' informal learning activities. And I think we have heard examples of that through our student leaders, through our student ambassadors who have talked about how they actually use the platform given by USM to actually learn more than what they actually learn in classrooms. Learning experience is about life at USM. Learning experience is also now multimodal. You have face-to-face, you have blended, you have online. Your students need not to be here in order to be educated. And the most challenging task for us is actually our students have various expectations. It is no longer monotonous, it's no longer the same. Why? Because our students have multi-profile. This is the biggest challenge as a university that we have to face. And I think all that you have heard today and all of you who are, I'm sure, the champions and advocates of the new ways of teaching and learning have understood. But what about the rest who are not here? But what about the rest who do not feel teaching and learning is a sexy subject? Who didn't even realize that this wonderful seminar is ongoing today and yesterday. Ladies and gentlemen, as a university, my role is to be inclusive. We want to make sure that every person, every sector in the university understand that we have a role to provide the best learning experience to our students. Be it they are the normal students who come with us after STPM and after matriculation, or the workers who come to us, who working adults who come to us to get educated, to get knowledge, as well as those who perhaps in coming years, who will never set their feet in USM except for their convocation, yet they are still part of our students, and we owe it to them to provide and give them the best learning experience. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why it is important for us to understand this. Every one of us must understand this. And why is Alex at USM important to USM? Why? Can I hear some response? Why do we need this? Why is it important for USM to provide the best learning experience? Anybody? Tired already? Petang lah, ngantuk lah. Anybody? To attract students, yes. Ultimately is to attract students. Because student is our lifeline. Students are our core business. All right? Without students, we don't exist. Without students, we cannot call ourselves lecturers. So ladies and gentlemen, we have to understand this. And why is Alex at USM important to USM? Because our students' learning experience influence their views on USM. And nowadays, our students' view is very important because not only that they will experience that, they will also share it with their friends. And you know this, in the current age, people will just say what they want. They are keyboard warriors that can lift up your name or can actually, as I said here, can actually deposition USM. So our students can definitely become the ambassadors of USM that will talk highly and superlatively about us. But at the same time, our students can also be our adversaries that can deposition USM and can also influence the rest of the world to badmouth against USM. And this is why, ladies and gentlemen, we cannot afford to face this situation. However, it is not easy nor practical to ensure that every soul in the university will be able to be together to provide the best learning experience to USM. This is the challenge. And if we were to look it in the perspective of being or ensuring that our program is the preferred program, this learning experience is very critical. We need to ensure that all programs in the university, undergraduate or as well as postgraduate, must be the preferred program so that people will always choose USM as the place to go. And thereafter, they will be proud to be with us as students, they will be proud to be with us as graduates and alumni, and they will be forever being our ambassadors, and subsequently or consequently will also help us to grow to the next level. We are not exploiting enough our alumni. We need to make sure that they cherish the years that they are with us, because we are afraid sometimes our alumni says that they are glad to see USM behind them, to leave USM. And the convocation that they go through is the last thing that they want to know or they want to be associated with USM. We already have such episodes, ladies and gentlemen. And we cannot afford to have that. We need to change that. We need our alumni to be always proud of their learning experience at USM. And then only we can together work towards the success and the excellence of University Science Malaysia. So ladies and gentlemen, student learning experience will determine whether USM can actually achieve its preferred university status, as we all wish, and as our Vice Chancellor has put that as our aim for this year and for years to come. So, how do we deliver this? Okay, it's easy to say, it's easy to share, but we need to find a way to deliver this. And for that, this is our framework, right? We have a plan, we need to deliver this plan. And if you can appreciate this framework, we are saying that we need to understand that for our future, our students must be diversified. The profile of the student must be both conventional as well as non-conventional. We can no longer assume and take for granted that students will be coming to us. We need now to chase after them. We need now to ensure that we are the preferred university that students will always want to come to. So we need to understand that our students have different perceptions, different expectations, and therefore, how we deliver the learning experience that they anticipate or they expect will be even more challenging. However, this is a task that I believe we have to do. There's no two-way about it. We have to deliver this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what all of us have been listening and sharing today. The teaching and learning seminar is to ensure that the recipient of our education felt, experienced, and have gone through the best days of their life through an exemplary or distinguished learning experience in USM. How do you do that? Okay. So, of course, it's a busy slide. We have the undergraduate, the coursework mode. We have the research mode, which are also very important because we have a large number of postgraduates. So do not forget that our students are both undergraduates, teaching mode, as well as research mode. And as a university, we must be mindful that any of the players behind all these different education types or the education modes can be our ambassadors, can also be minds that are actually very risky and very dangerous to the name of the University Science Malaysia. So we have to be mindful that this is all my job together with the colleagues, the head of department, the deans, the lecturers. We all must understand that we have to do all this as such that with the outcome or with the intention that our students will get the best learning experience. However, as a campus, we shall not forget that their life means a lot while they are with us. The students' life means a lot to them and their family. And this is a bigger challenge. How do we ensure that our campus can provide the best conducive environment, not only for learning, but also for living, as well as not only for our students, but also their family and friends. So ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have to do, but the bottom items are the challenges. In order to do so, we need to have an enabling governance, because if we are not careful, whatever good ideas that all of you have shared will not be able to be delivered just because of poor governance, just because of bureaucracy, just because of non-facilitating culture. And this is very important, and we have spoken about this when we got the APEC status, and yet we are still facing with a lot of problems, with a lot of bottlenecks, with a lot of roadblocks. We need to unlock this. We talk about quality instructor. Are we sure that all of us are having the best quality in instructing and delivering the knowledge that our students will experience? Or are we putting teaching as a back burner and, just go to class and use a yellow PowerPoint, as we used to say, a yellow transparency? Now even the PowerPoint has turned yellow because we have never changed it for the past decade. Ladies and gentlemen, this is very important. Facilitating culture, the quality of supervisor, adequate facilities, adequate resources. The last two items are very challenging under the current economic climate. The university is facing a lot of financial difficulties. We need to be innovative. We need to be creative. We also need to be daring, dare to fail, test here and there. As we have heard this morning, if you do not try, you will never know whether you can succeed or you will fail. This is the attitude that we want. But of course, when you do it at the university level, we have to do it with a calculated risk. Because if our action does not work, sometimes the implication is for the whole university. So it's no longer about a person's determination, but it is about the university's determination. And we feel the strength that we have at USM, the strength that we have in all of you, inshallah, will be successful. So ladies and gentlemen, everyone in USM must appreciate this, and we hope that no one in USM will actually be de-positioning what we need to do in providing the best learning experience to our students. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We definitely can make that difference. Thank you very much.